Look at me.
Look at it.
I may pretend to get it. There's
We just smile.
Smile away, boys. Smile
Yeah, I did
away.
think I heard his voice earlier. Now that I think about it. Yeah.
Left for bench.
Wait, what?
Left for bench.
Wait,
No,
can we do
Is that zombie
We're
game?
doing this thing in physics
I
the
played
other
that.
day. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's called Hangman. And we were doing like inside physics jokes, and I was like, "Do you know how crazy it would be if we did that in calculus?"
Nina.
Who's taking this, by the way?
I don't think I'm going to because I saw that it's 3 hours long, and that's too much.
I agree.
Downloaded some add-ons.
For what?
Marvel, are you taking this?
No.
My mom tried to convince me, Mr. Sotelo, but when I saw the length, I had to say no.
I just simply said no.
We made one for the bosses. Shrek.
So we've done these,
So every
right?
time we knew he was
What'd
coming,
you say?
just start playing.
These are ones we did last time.
Wait,
Yeah.
for what?
For Left 4 Dead 2. We made one of the mini bosses Shrek. So like his theme, instead of like being a normal theme, it started playing.
So boss.
Nobody wants to
What?
Yeah, like we were just like,
Fight reacting to Curry. Man, he's so inspirational, man. That's so funny.
Dean would just be like, oh, I think I hear something, guys. Huh? Somebody. No, and it made it perfect because we were in a swamp level 2.
Guys, you guys hear that music? Somebody! Oh my god, it's Shrek.
And then he started donking.
Donkey.
What? Why are you doing this? And we made another one.
Why don't you just put that one in?
We're gonna have tea. Yeah.
I just wasted my one line.
One word, 4 letters,
Waste my pack of gum.
characters.
Zena.
Yeah.
That's all Nina.
Okay. 2
Does anyone want a
words.
piece of gum?
I have one. 2 words,
Well, I'll have
4
a piece
letters
of gum.
each.
I feel like this thing has mistakes in it.
Wait, 2 words, 4 letters each, character again.
Nina.
That'll be funny. Just keep going. No. Well, come on.
What was it? What was it?
2 words, 4 letters each.
Okay.
Character.
Character.
Yeah. Well, person.
Study Papa.
Character.
It's Nina.
No, it's not.
Nina. Fish girl.
What if I?
Oh yeah.
That's one. Okay, the function.
Oh, I got one.
Wait, we already did this one. It's 6.
No.
Wait.
Okay, then Griffin was wrong. I swear he said 6.
I think Griffin always guessed 6.
Yeah, I know.
That was on
He
Jeopardy.
just happened to get it like 2 times.
Jeopardy, did you say?
That was, he guessed 6 twice on Jeopardy. Well, he didn't guess
Oh, did
6,
he?
but he got it right.
I thought you got it on AP.
How about 8?
Nope.
12?
10.
I think it's 12, but they're
Pick your
saying
fighter,
10.
guys. Pick your fighter. I picked E because Mr. Sotelo said.
Yeah, I picked 12 first.
So, like, I mean, we can integrate that if you have the function, right?
Ah. That's what I'm saying
Oh, I see it. It is 10. I
It
get
is 10.
it.
Oh my god, I was right.
I was going from 0 to 5, not 1 to 5. That makes sense.
We should play charades.
No.
You should just play calculus charades.
Yeah, what if I act out derivatives?
No.
Product rule. Yes.
You gotta act it out. How do you act out the product rule? B, the exponent.
B.
Wait,
B.
You guys
Look at
need
your
paper.
butt.
I'm the exponent?
You need paper.
I'm not the exponent anymore. And then I'm the exponent again?
Get paper.
No, I'm the
Paper.
exponent last time. Why are you wanting to get paper so bad, Mr. Sotelo?
We're practicing these.
I'm scared.
Well, you can give me paper too.
Yeah, I'll paper. Well, you're all in favor.
To the
Oh
left.
man, it's right there.
Will, eat cereal.
You're walking to get a piece of paper, and when you see this. you see
Oh, it's
getting a
weird
piece of
long paper.
Yeah, it's so long.
That's okay.
I have to use that thing. I have to use that as possible.
The Domino's one of that was
Oh,
so
we want paper.
fun.
Fill it with
Oh, I ripped it.
Oh,
Oh,
the
no.
piece
Give her the red one.
Louise,
Okay.
that was in the best.
Will can't be trusted with the paper anymore.
I'm like, sorry, what?
I'm playing that, so I have to be good.
Does anyone else want weird bond paper?
That's gone. It's gone. It's off.
Marvel, Nate, do you guys want weird bond paper?
I asked Will, he grabbed me
Stop,
some.
stop.
Sorry.
He did.
Well, you ripped it.
I don't want
Such
the
a
rest
soft-
of it. Well, I don't want the. Well. Megan!
Alright.
Oh, wait, I accidentally grabbed two.
Good thing I need
Yeah, but I already caught one.
this. Megan!
Break and drop?
Okay, what are we doing at school?
Going to.
What are we doing, Will? What are we up to after school, huh?
Not you. Let's go to practice.
Yeah, we
Ouch.
I have nowhere to go.
I don't have anywhere to go.
Well, you're joining bounces in there.
Summers!
Oh, are you coming? Okay. We have to hang out with Caitlin too. Probably.
What's going on?
Well, she has practice at 3:30,
Oh.
and we leave at like 3:15.
Volleyball?
Yeah.
Bonch and I are just gonna get.
Yeah, it
food.
starts today, then we'll practice.
Wait, where do you guys practice at?
We'll practice.
What tea are we doing?
Or
We're just doing our own
Separate.
maybe
separate.
the old gym. The old gym.
Probably okay.
She said something about us only
It's
having
the bomb.
one net up. But I don't know if that means we're only setting one net up in the old gym. I mean the new gym. Or...
Yeah, you guys are only using one.
Hey, we all doing separate tees or?
Separate.
Wait. Oh yeah, like not peach tea.
Oh, you guys
Because Bonch and I were just gonna get food.
I need some gray. Yeah, he asked me. Where? Do you know where you're gonna go?
No.
Yeah, I think it's here.
We don't.
Um,
I don't.
yeah, they're pretty good.
I don't know if Bonch knows
They're
where he's going.
technically
Right?
Yeah. What? What they do? What they do?
All of my sweet was spicy.
No, but that was actually good.
It was amazing.
Yo.
Grapefruit, pineapple,
Wait, what?
cherries.
I'm disabled.
Oh.
Oh.
You're being mugged when you see this.
Oh gosh.
You look like Darth Vader.
Yeah.
So it was one pirate from Captain Hook.
Oh, yeah.
You're being mugged, bro.
Where's the Earl? Oh.
I don't really want.
Anyone have green ginger?
What?
I want to try that.
Yeah.
but
What kind of
I tried that one.
Was it good?
It
Yeah,
was
Is it
okay.
like earthy?
Not too earthy.
So it's not down to earth.
Oh, it's mean. It's a bully.
So it's not down to earth.
Wait, is this ready?
Yeah.
Is this one out?
Strawberry hibiscus.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay,
Strawberry.
Oh, shit.
How are you hiding this one up here?
It's hiding the good
what's
stuff.
that other
Good
one back
stuff.
there?
This one. This is green tea.
She's
That
also-
one was good.
I guess I just had an animal, so going for it. It's the best.
Raspberry leaf.
Oh wait, I remember that one's
Oh,
good.
this is
Smells
green
good.
tea, lemon,
Tastes like bad.
I got some kind of leaf in here.
leaves, spearmint leaves.
But after like you smell it, it's like super appley. But then like you're expecting it to like have a stronger flavor.
So it's like plums.
What?
Where's my frog?
Oh, that's
Frog. So it's like plums.
You have a
I must
frog.
have taken it home. Oh, that's it.
Oh, this smells like heaven.
Oh yeah,
Oh, I
that's one.
have mine out.
Oh, yeah, I gave it.
Blue Ridge Mountain.
Wait, you're
This is
frog.
this is the fresh one.
Life is older.
Oh, this smells good. What it smells like?
Oh, did you say it's
Yeah,
like
come on. You guys want loose?
I don't even know what champagne is.
I do not have it.
Oh, we're not fancy like that. We're even having shit.
I didn't have it. I just smelled
Oh, sure, Bella. Sure. You like that? We did.
Okay.
I guess we can.
Devin and Chief.
Since everyone in this room is now 18, right? Well, technically.
What's that?
Everyone in this room right now is 18.
Yeah, now they got.
Oh yeah, Marvel's finally there.
Oh yeah, we are like.
So that means let's just take a quick trip to China and get some beer and then come back.
I say we just go to Wisconsin.
I don't think.
Or Wisconsin. Well, we need our parents and people still there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Sotelo, you are now all of our fathers.
it.
Our legal guardians.
We're taking a field trip to Wisconsin.
At the age of like 15.
These two. So a lot of adoptions.
Stop. These two? Yeah, quite a few.
No, 3. Actually, 3 for sure. I could probably.
Yeah, you could be.
Yeah, I was same hair
I
color.
could be.
No.
Yeah, I could.
Why just is right?
Yes.
Or twin adopted brother.
Yes.
Actually, I do that.
You, yeah.
Mr. Sotelo, I'm yours.
It
We have
depends on
four
who's our
adoptions.
mother.
We have 4 adoptions.
He probably he's gonna adopt all of us. So we're all adoptions, technically.
Did you get your
That's
key?
true.
Yeah, I'm
Everybody got this?
5 years old here.
Oh, it's just
Older
written there.
than the
Yeah.
Oh, sadness.
I don't know what.
mountain
That's good.
in the breeze.
Country road, take me home.
Can we watch that scene in Kingsman when
that was
when Mark Strong sings
that was
this and then
actually
dies?
good.
That was so good. Are you kidding? I cried.
Well, it was good too.
Exactly. Wait, Mr. Sotelo, can we play that?
I don't know.
Can we do our songs today since Griffin's not here?
I want to
Is
practice.
this here?
You guys have to
Practice for what? None of us are taking.
Yeah, none of us take that.
Well, it doesn't matter. We're just brushing up on our.
Yeah, we're brushing up on our
skills.
algebra.
Wait, but Mark Strong singing Denver is Take Me Home.
Let's have Marvel choose what we do.
Yeah.
It is his birthday.
I don't think so.
I think Marvel wants to do math.
Okay, hang on.
At in China. Yeah, I think we can do math on Wednesday.
How about we do a 25-minute math and then songs?
25-minute math and then songs.
Yeah. Like good.
Mr.
Quality
Sotelo,
math.
watch this. Mr. Sotelo.
Doing.
Down to me.
See a lot of moving.
Have you seen it?
No.
Movie's
Really?
good.
Kingsman is really good.
Wayne Things are good.
This is the golden circle.
The distance to that tiny screen is incredible. It's like this is the least optimal viewing.
Lord!
Our journey together began many years ago.
I know I can't spell my name.
Oh.
What?
Well, like, I'm so confused. Wait, whoa.
You two, get going. No, let's go. That's right.
It's so good.
You know he's the gorilla in
Wait, who is?
Taron Egerton.
Wait, who
He
is?
plays John.
Like quarterback.
Taron
The
Egerton.
bald guy?
No, Taron Egerton.
Who's that?
He's the main character.
Oh,
Eggsy.
I-
Did you say Bugsby? What the hell?
I haven't seen that in a while.
How long is the scene?
What?
It's a good. It's so good.
Yeah, Colin Firth is the love of my life.
No. That was so good though, actually. Johnny from Sing. That was actually so
yeah, no,
good.
John. Taron Egerton also played Elton John.
I didn't know that was an Elton John.
And he sang. He sang.
What's going
Like,
on?
they didn't take Elton John. They, like, had Taron Egerton.
What's going on in this scene?
He's going to
He
sing.
just sacrificed his life.
And he's singing Country Road.
He's standing on a landmine.
He's distracting them singing Country Road.
Yeah.
I'm still singing.
Everything.
Almost heaven. West Virginia. Blue Ridge Mountains. Shenandoah River. Bobby, come in. It's all legal. Expecting another lawyer. There's a guy singing.
Always like a breeze, country road. Take me home to the place.
Oh, you don't need clothes.
Bobby, we got a situation here.
He stepped off.
If you knew how much that meant to me when I sat there in the theater with Maddie and Henry at my side after eating Buffalo Wild Wings 2 minutes.
Oh my god.
I
I went to meetups twice
Okay.
this weekend.
Let's work.
And how was it? It was so good.
Oh, wait, I should probably take this out.
They look. I just see EL. I don't really see the. What? The
Oh,
V
it
guy
looks
was.
good.
What's that?
It could be
They're not that
worse.
old though.
Okay.
Sure, yeah.
It's funny because I got like
Guys, he's always at the ortho.
I got 3 emails today.
It's kinda sus.
Kinda sus. Oh, his ortho is like Bella's dentist.
Oh, is it a
Oh,
dentist or is it a dentist then?
Let me put it 2 ways.
I got 3 emails today after the first attendance report.
Yeah.
Saying, oh, this person's going out for an appointment. This person's going out for an appointment.
Oh, so
I didn't-
something's up.
Yeah, I didn't get one for Griffin.
You'll get one more. That would be
Yeah,
good. That would be the whole cup pass.
It's just like a plum.
A plum?
Okay.
Doesn't smell like a plum.
Look like an apple.
Anyway, Mark Strong
Sit.
had to wipe the tears away from my eyes with Susatella. I have to do it still now.
Let them dry.
Dry.
That like I'm trying.
Fresh Prince of Bel Air.
Oh, this is so.
Do you guys have this written?
What?
Do you guys have this written or?
Where's my
Oh, let's talk about Will
Also,
Smith's
I did-
amazing improv acting skills. When his dad,
Actually left him.
yeah, when his dad disappointed him again, and he was like, I he wasn't there. He
I
wasn't
can't
there.
read right today. My fingers jammed.
Oh,
Wait, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, it just means you have.
This.
Oh, you're left-handed.
I never knew that.
That's awesome.
Wait, no. What was
That's
that?
why my
Let me see. Let me see.
number on my
Oh,
test is
sweet.
like so scribbly.
Wait, let me see.
Oh,
Well,
really?
just be right-handed.
That is jammed.
Yeah, that's jammed. That's like so fat.
Oh,
You gotta tape it.
yeah.
Have a Cardi look at it.
Okay, you guys.
Cardi will look at it and then it'll just instantly heal. He's
Yeah,
like,
he'll just take a
Do you see the function,
I
right?
tried to catch a football.
Wait,
from
I
my
don't
swing.
know.
Threw it
It's
so
fine, I
low,
don't
is it
need it.
right here? And I like, go catch it.
So it is a flat 2 before the number 3, before x equals 3.
We're doing the problem on the screen right now.
That's what I'm looking at.
Good.
So,
I'm lost.
It's a piecewise function, right?
Yes, piecewise. I knew
So
that.
to the
That's
left
right,
of
I knew that.
3, it is a flat 2. It's a constant 2 function. Right?
What'd you call it? A flat two?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Oh, just
There's
like,
0 slope. It's just always 2 to the left of 3. Right?
yeah.
Oh, I should probably present so Griffin can see the video later.
A sword at the bottom.
Wait, is that the integral of an integral? Oh wait, no, that's alphabets.
So
Anytime.
to the left of 3, this thing is 2, right?
Yes.
And then at 3, it becomes a linear function that starts at 2 at 3. When you plug in 3, it's 2, right?
Yeah.
3 minus 1
Oh,
is
the word there was just still in
3 minus 1 is 2. So once you get to 3, the function's still 2, but it starts rising with a slope of 1.
Okay, so then at like 4, it would be 3,
Yep,
and then 4. I mean, and then 5 would be 4, right?
right.
So it would just be 1 less than the slope.
Yeah,
I mean, the,
yeah,
the-
the x value. So they want us to integrate, which is finding the area under the curve. That should be pretty straightforward. But you got to watch out. It's from 1 to 5. So we can think of it. So before 3, it's 2, right? And then after that, it rises steadily. And we want to go to 5, at which point you said it was 4.
Yep.
And we want to start here.
Why are we starting at 1, not 0?
Because that's the limits of integration.
Oh, yeah.
I did it from 0 to 5, and I kept getting 12 as my answer. And I was like, I don't know about
I
this.
did not see it right.
I'm pretty sure it integrates to 12. But
Something's not right.
so we need one thing.
That's 4.
Yeah.
And the other one must be 6.
And then this is another 4 here. and this is 2 wide, 2 tall,
So 4 divided by 2.
right?
My drawing is not to scale.
So we have 4, 4, and 2.
Wish I could draw.
So 10, right?
Yes.
Otherwise, what you could do is just say, if you got to integrate f of x from 1 to 5, you can just integrate from 1 to 3 of 2, and then integrate from 3 to 5 of x minus 1.
Marvel, Griffin wanted to say, he wished you the happiest birthday.
Wow, what a genuine
Yeah.
So this just becomes 2x.
We should just sing happy birthday.
Yeah, can't we?
This becomes x
Later.
squared
But, like, we should.
over 2 minus x. You just inverse power rule, add 1 to the power, divide by the new power.
West Virginia.
This minus 1 becomes an x. We have to do that from, well, actually this bit we do from 1 to 3. This bit we do from 3 to 5. It should come out to the same thing that we did geometrically.
These numbers are absolutely bonkers, my guy. Who gave calculus permission to be this wild?
Does that make sense though?
Ow, perfect. Thingy.
Good to Finky?
The Vinky?
The fingy.
No.
Just the fingy.
One of these.
Did you ever watch?
One of these.
Did you ever watch?
I'm God.
I'm going.
25 over
Did you ever
2.
watch Oh Hello on Broadway, Mr. Superlow?
No.
That's so. I wasn't like, because I didn't hear like. What
I was laughing for a straight 10 minutes. I can't
Well, I was
breathe.
looking at you. You're like. Then when
Is that 9
Dave
over
was
22?
dying,
It's just a 2.
I was
Just a
laughing because
Yeah.
he was like.
He was like, oh, I get it.
Then I'm like, wait, calm down. He's like, I'm like, wait.
So that's 12 and a half minus 5. So you get 7.5.
7.5 minus 3 and the
9 over 2 would be 4.5. So it's a minus.
So 3 plus 3, 6. Wait, whoa.
Yeah, it'll be, this will make 6.
Yes.
altogether.
10. The answer's 10 is Steve.
Yeah,
It's Steve.
which is what we got before. So that's good.
I'm still standing.
Good?
It's stuck in my head now.
Easy?
Like a true survivor. Feeling like a little
Should I get a
bit.
tape?
He did so good
I know,
and
so
sing.
good.
And then,
Should I get
And
a tape before
and then
practice?
he sings Turn Edgerton. Or wait, what? And then he sang
I don't
Elton John again when he became the Rocket Man.
I know.
I'm going to write these functions.
It was really good.
They want to know what the derivative of the composition is at 3.
From jump hard.
And they sing.
We taking guesses or are we actually trying to solve?
We're gonna solve it.
Hang on, I'm gonna bet on.
Oh,
I'm
wait, this
gonna bet on
is easy.
C.
This is easy. Hold on.
I'm gonna bet on C.
I was thinking C. It's C, D, E. It has to be C, D, or E.
It can't be D because the last one was D.
Hold on.
Use some deductive reasoning.
We
It
can
has
actually
to be
solve it.
C, D, or E.
I say C or E.
We can actually solve it. Solve it, guys.
Solve it, Will. Write it down with
Will.
your gross little broken hand.
Will's like, oh yeah, we got this. Is it 3?
Okay, I got all excited about it.
12, 9.
Oh wait, yeah, that's as easy. Will,
Oh
do
wait,
it.
I think it is C.
We'll do it. It is C.
I'm pretty sure it is C.
It's absolutely 1000%. No,
I mean, I
no
wouldn't say that's-
chance that it's not
I would
C.
say that it is that. But
Let's actually write it out.
I'm pretty sure.
Do we?
Well, I just did G of X.
Do we must?
Do you have it written?
No. 1 second.
I have.
Well, I just did G of X, and I'm pretty sure it's.
What's the derivative of the composition?
Oh, you absolute buffoons.
Oh, never mind. Okay.
Okay, hang on. So we want F, G,
You
prime.
You got them written?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Read them back to me.
Okay. F of X equals the square root of 6, or what? Of X
X squared.
minus 4.
I was like, I'm pretty sure there wasn't a 6.
Pretty
Alright,
sure.
G
you-
of X equals 3X minus 2.
Okay.
Now you have
So
F of G of X prime.
so we're gonna write
At x equals 3.
We want to figure out what the composition is. That'll be, I'm just going to write it like this.
You're gonna do it already?
Oh, that's so.
That's weird. I would not write it like that.
Well, G is the variable,
So
right?
this-
Right, but what if you already solved for g and then put it in? That would look better.
You could put 3x minus 2 in there.
That's what I put squared. So
That's 7.
Well, I'm going to do it this way.
I don't think you should.
So if I take the derivative of
That's a bad
this,
idea. You're out. You're really out here. Man.
I'm going to think of this as
1 over 2.
to the half power, right?
so
So we're going to do the power rule, then the chain rule, then the chain rule again.
So half
Yep.
Oh,
times.
wow.
Times all this.
so
Yeah, that t is good.
Then I
got
reduce
9
this.
Oh, I guess I never used the
Yeah.
derivative yet.
So negative 1 half.
Yeah. And now the derivative of what's inside. Minus 4 is not going to have any part in that.
Yeah.
So it's just.
Oh wait,
So we're
but
gonna
I just
two-
solved for g
So
squared,
2G.
which is 9x squared minus
Chain rule.
minus or plus 4.
So yeah, now you can plug things in. So plug in, what was the 0.3 or what?
What?
Plug in the 3.
3?
Yeah, 3.
All right, so G of 3 is
7.
It's
7.
Where do
it's
you-
absolutely positively 7.
Oh yeah.
G
yeah.
prime at 3,
Will is so quick on this little
Is-
species.
3, right? All right, so then we'll just,
Wait, what's? Oh, did you already do it? Gotcha.
yeah, it's just the slope here,
He got it.
right?
Yep.
So we just plug these things into
So,
this
up,
big old mess.
up.
So
I'll
this
plug
is,
it into
so the
this
2's
little mess.
cancel.
So 14.
Your 2's cancel.
So I have G of
Gotcha.
x, G prime of x over the square root of,
Wait, G prime 3 equals 3?
Yeah, because when you put it into the, like when
the
you take
derivative is
derivative of
always
that,
3.
you'll get rid
So
of
the
two.
bottom
And
that
the
I got
X.
was
I explained it better.
that 9x squared minus 12x.
9x squared minus,
12x. That's what I got for the bottom.
You absolutely buffooned.
what?
But I didn't square root it.
Stop being
Oh, 49 minus 4?
buffoon.
Is that what you did?
From the bottom?
Chill. Oh my gosh, chill. You're scaring me.
So G at 3 is going to be,
But I didn't plug in 3. So
Oh no, is that a
oh,
limit?
I'm plugging at 3. No, it's just evaluate at 3.
9.
All right, so G of 3 is 7. G prime of 3 is 3. All over the square root of G squared, that'll be 49 minus 4.
So that
Yeah, square root of
equals
5 is on the bottom. Square root of
45.
5.
21 over
You got square root of
5?
Well, if you simplify,
Oh, yeah.
what do you get here?
21 over square root
45?
Yeah, you get 45.
So that's 9 times 5 is 45.
Yeah.
Square root of 9 is 3.
What are you up to?
Then you have, I won't, all right,
Oh, you already simplified.
yeah, this is 9 times 5, right?
The
Yeah.
top is the top 21.
So it's 3 square root of 5.
3 root 5 times 7 times 3, cancel the 3's.
Oh, you just canceled your little 3's.
We were right.
7. We were.
Wait, no, we weren't.
No,
I thought you was right.
I think you're right. We absolutely were.
No, I think it was C.
No, you're
I think
positive.
it was
We
A.
absolutely
It's-
correct.
it was
We
A.
absolutely
It was
were.
A.
I'm so proud of us, Nate. We're so smart.
I knew the bottom was square root of 5. Because I was doing it.
You even X'd out A. You were like, can't be A.
Well, yeah, there you go.
Well, I said it probably wasn't A or B because I'm like, well, if X is 3, then I was thinking anything that was like divisible by 3. So I'm like 18, 15, 30.
Oh, you
Like
thought
the
that'd have
top.
to be a 3. 3's,
Yeah, and I'm like, well,
three's
that means-
canceled.
Yeah, I'm like, so that means A and B are probably canceled.
Yeah,
I was definitely wrong.
that's not a bad thought, but
It
didn't work out this time.
But I did know that it was square root of 5 on the bottom. I was doing that math. I'm like, that's square root of 5.
nice.
I did that as well in my head. I didn't just randomly guess. I knew it was 5.
No, I did do it in my head.
No, I did.
randomly
I
guessed.
did it in my head first. I did it in my head far before you did it in your noggin.
Okay, this one's,
If I had my glasses, I'd be like 10 times smarter.
Oh, that's fair. If I had mine, I'd be dumber.
okay, this one,
How it works.
we'll walk through this.
I look so much smarter. in my
It makes me.
glasses.
It puts me out of my element.
So here's a function, right? It's the graph of f. it's negative, so it starts at -2 and it gets even more negative.
And it goes to like 1.5.
Can we see the answer options so I can place my bet?
Yeah, and then it 0 at 6, then it goes positive and it pumps
6.5
again.
divided 2.
So at the point
Whoa.
6, if this is the function f, h is the integral of f from 0 to some value. And then they want to know, how does h relate to its derivative and its second derivative?
Okay, well, it'd be less than its derivative, wouldn't it? Because it would, if it's negative, then its derivative would be positive.
I think it has to be right.
Based on what?
My gut.
Fair enough.
By my glasses,
But-
different story.
But wait, so the derivative of h has to be more than h. Would you agree?
Well, let's think about it. Let me redraw
I'm
this,
thinking-
okay?
This old brain line is always spinning.
Let's go with a bigger graph.
Oh, yeah, we
Just
like
like
that.
Proud Mary.
We like.
You know those big wheels keep on turning.
So this is it, right?
Mhm.
That's
And you know.
That's f. Well, h is defined as integral from 0 to x of f of.
Oh, wait,
T.
so is that not just the.
So the way to think of that is that there's h is the area under the curve. So like, let's say we went to here.
Gotcha.
The value of h would be the area of this,
Still don't think they should call it under the curve then.
between the curve and the signed area under the curve, yeah. But does that kind of make sense, that, remember that it is the area between the curves?
Vaguely.
Okay. So h is this. Well, the derivative of h is just going to be f then.
So it's less.
So this is the same as h prime. Does that make sense?
So it's the same.
As the derivative, yeah.
So okay, so then h and h prime have to be equal, and then I don't know about h.
There wasn't
double
an
prime.
equal sign though, so.
It's just
They're all-
not-
They
They're
just
all
want to
less
know
than- they're
which
all
ones.
less than.
They just want to know which ones are bigger
because
than
h,
which
okay,
at
because
6.
h prime is equal to f, but we still don't know what h is.
Okay, so let's think about integrating this function.
This is wild.
It is wild.
I don't know
Okay,
how you're paying attention.
thanks, guys.
No, I'm like trying to get it. I'm like, it makes sense when you're saying it.
No, here's what I do. I
Oh,
say
listen.
a lot of words.
I know.
in
I noticed.
varying orders,
Yeah.
and then I wait for you to agree or disagree. Like before when I said h prime has to be more than h, that was a guess.
You
my
could
guy,
be a
and then
perfect-
didn't confirm
You could
it.
be a perfect psychic.
A be what?
A perfect psychic.
You be
Oh.
you
You're
be
like-
the lady that's in the
That's
tent
true.
with
His
like,
name is
the-
John.
Yeah.
James.
No, she
Jack.
She'd be,
Jack.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
Jack.
yeah, yeah.
she'd be the person. She'd be the person with the crystal ball.
Maybe I'll pick that up.
I knew it had a J.
Writing that down on my paper.
My future career,
Yeah.
a mystic,
Don't
fortune
even,
teller,
don't even know if I spelled it right.
fortune teller,
No, I did. Fortune teller. Yeah,
the crystal ball in the middle.
those people make big bucks, you know.
And the one in Dixon, I thought about going to, but
I have family members that go to that, and I'm just
Really?
like, you're ridiculous.
Maybe I can get a job there.
maybe the next second.
I'll come in and they'll be like, "Oh, do you have the sixth sense or some
No, I have the 10 cents.
some order?"
Can't you
And I'll be
sense
like,
it?
No, but I can bullshit all
Yeah,
day. And then
they're
they'll
like,
be I
That's the
that's
test.
what we have to do.
You can't sense it.
That is secretly the sixth sense.
But You're
Okay.
not sensing my aura.
All right. Pay attention. Okay.
You cheat.
Definitely will try.
All right. So the integral is the accumulation of the area between the curves, right?
Yeah.
So it starts at 0. So at 0, the integral is the same as the function itself. It's at 2. It's at negative 2, right?
Yes.
As you go to the right, this thing becomes more negative,
What did
but summing up all the area underneath, it's going to grow more negative because that's a lot of negative area, right?
Then I get it. Wait, when we take the derivative, it'll grow?
The integral.
I played
Oh.
Yeah.
But we're worried about the derivative, are we not?
Right now I'm doing the integral of this function because they said h is the integral of this
Fair
function. So if I'm taking all the negative area I have, the function reaches its minimum here, and then it starts getting smaller negative. But if I'm taking the area under the curve, as I go to the right, I'm still going more and more negative. I'm still adding negative area. So that means this thing isn't going to stop going negative until we get to 6. It's just going to slow down. And then at 6, it'll have a turnaround. So already I know at 6,
That's like what we did.
H is lower than H prime.
Right. Okay. That's like what we did earlier on the test that we took, which I don't remember what test it was, but it was when we had like the physics kind of like velocity things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We weren't really doing area under the curve at that point. We were
Right.
doing the slope at each point. But that's what we're going to do now. Let Will.
Wait, hang on, don't move. Stop moving. That was a screen cap for. Hey, turn around for calculus. This is important. Okay. Will, you look great.
Get in here, Will.
You look terrible.
Okay, so for the area under the curve, right, it just keeps going
Financial
negative.
advisory. What is algebra?
This man.
It keeps going negative, right, the whole time that the function's negative?
We're trying to cover out of that.
What?
What question explicit, like sit there out.
Yeah.
We're still on that function. So what I was saying is that if the integral, right, h is the integral of f, and this is f, the red one,
Yes.
Will,
Yeah, well, you're missing a lot here.
So h is less than h prime. And then when we add h
Yeah.
double prime,
h
we'll have to
double
see where that
prime.
goes. Does it get-
Notice you have a negative slope. I don't know what it is, but it might be around -2. The slope, though, hits 0 at this point, right?
Yes.
It's like,
Because slope goes flat here, and then the slope goes positive. So that means h double prime must look like,
Yes, exactly.
so at
So if we do all
6,
the math in our head, it's h is less than h prime is less than h double prime.
yeah, so the slope will reach its maximum here,
I think that was it, yeah.
I'm pretty sure I called it.
and then it's going to go to 0 after at here. So h double prime is up here.
Okay, go back to the.
Does that make some sense?
Yeah.
Okay,
Ooh, 15-6 of gum. 15
Yes,
opportunities.
it's A. Yes, it's A.
it is A, yeah.
Nate, wait,
Maybe
Nate.
I'm psychic.
Nate, your gut feeling was garbage. It was just one way or the other.
Yeah.
There were only 2 options. You picked the 2 options.
Exactly. Well, it's 5 options.
You're like, it's either this or it's the complete
Yeah.
opposite.
Well, obviously it wasn't going to be h prime is less than h.
It's
is less
either
than
raining
h
or it's
double
not
prime.
raining. I guessed it.
No. 15-6 of gum. 15 opportunities to connect.
Only 15?
Who wants a piece of gum?
I don't like that.
All right. Griffin would nail this.
Blue gum is weird. 6.
Think about that.
What equals 6? What equals 6? What equals 6?
How did he get 6?
Or how is it 6?
How did he get 6?
Yeah,
You just
how
it's A. You just multiply.
did he get 6 on those problems?
How did he get 6?
I don't know.
D. It's not B. Then it's probably
Here,
B.
Griffin said,
What did Griffin say?
One-
Write it down, guys.
when I had this, that this represented a parabola,
Wait, that was C.
Oh, he took the average.
and yeah, right?
Yeah. That was all right. It was just a. So it's A. Wait, no. Oh, it's B. It's literally B. That's what it said.
Yeah.
Wait, I actually, you're faking. I actually did say that. Bella heard me.
I heard you say it.
I didn't hear it.
I just wanted to explain
Well,
it
maybe you're
because you were just
bummed.
guessing.
We need a
That's
video for everything.
That's on period. You're bummed.
That's on God.
Can't be faked. Okay, the figure above shows the graph of f. If f of x equals the interval of x is 2, gt dt, which of the following could the graph of y equals gxb?
I'm still
Okay, so this is
studying.
kind of tricky. It doesn't go from x to 2, it goes from 2 to x. So at 0, you're going backwards.
Yo.
So even though it's negative, the integral, the function's going to be positive in that area. Because
Oh wait,
you're,
that's actually bonkers. How do we get g of x if it's g of t within the interval? Integral?
Because if you think of the integral, it's the area between the curve and the
Yeah.
horizontal
reverse
axis.
derivative
So
on that.
what function would the area between the curves make a negative value?
It would be, no,
Well,
it would be,
we're starting at 2, not
it
0.
would be x
So we're-
times y divided by 2. Because it's a triangle.
No.
That's absolutely positively
Can you
correct.
announce? Can we see the options?
I know it is fact. Well, it's definitely not an x.
Well, in my mind, I was
exponential
not
function.
picturing any of those. So.
It can't be an exponential
Well-
function, right?
The
No.
derivative of this, right?
Yes.
The derivative this would give us g.
Is that true?
Yeah,
And you're doing some weird voodoo over there, huh?
right? If the integral of g is f, the derivative of f is g.
Okay, that's fair.
That's the fundamental theorem of calculus.
We don't understand the main principle of calculus already.
No.
So what's the derivative of f? What's the slope? What's the rate of change?
It's like a cross at 1, so it'd be a.
It's a, yeah.
Oh my god, I'm a genius.
So you can kind of see it if you integrate from 2 to 0. So you're going this way.
It's just a line.
Well, let me
You'd get
that smart.
you'd get the area, but it'd be negative. And as you get closer to 2, there's less and less stuff. You get closer to where it starts. So going from 2 to 2, there's no area once you make a skinnier rectangle here. So yeah, it'd be negative, then it hits 0 at 2, and past 2 grow.
Let's
Negative.
All right,
Here
this
we
is,
go. These natural logs that make you want to die.
well,
Actually,
the important thing to recognize is that this is the definition of the derivative of a function.
as it's
The most
approaching
important
0.
thing to realize
As it's
is that
appro-
it's 6 because
No,
it's
as
an
it's
average.
approaching 4, it's the derivative at 4.
But as it's approaching.
Yeah, as the difference from 4 becomes 0, you're finding basically the rise over run. You're finding the instantaneous slope of natural log.
Well, it's absolutely not D, right? Cross that bad boy out of there. And it's not E,
How do you know it's not D?
because it can't be E, because I try to cross E with ln all the time, and he always says I can't do it, so it's gotta be B.
This is the same as the derivative of the natural log evaluated at 4.
So 4.
What is the derivative of natural log? It better not be E, or I'm gonna be real
Doesn't it
mad.
just get,
What is the derivative of the natural log?
Better not be
Doesn't it-
E, or I'm
doesn't it
gonna
just
be
get rid
real
of itself?
mad. I think it's like
No.
X1. X over 1. It's something weird.
It's close.
wait, what
So
did you
it's
say?
1 over X.
It's 1 over x, right?
And then it is B.
It is b.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Why do I like this?
So the goal here is to recognize that this is the definition of a derivative. The function is natural log, and it's being evaluated at the number 4.
I crack it
So
now.
just take derivative natural log, it's 1 over x, plug in 4, and you get b.
Ashmar, what do you want?
Can we play Marvel Birthday Jeopardy?
No, it hasn't been the time yet.
It's only 120. Okay, function f is defined by f of x equals x over x plus 2. What points x, y on the graph of f have the property of the line tangent to f at x, y has a slope 1/2? Yeah.
You can do this.
What points? It says points plural, so it can't be A or E.
Sure about that.
Or, no, I mean, it can't be A or B. Because it says what points? Plural. And
Well-
it doesn't have the S in parentheses. So it has to be more than 2. I mean, more than 1.
I don't know if you're.
I'm absolutely correct, don't question.
Okay, how would we find,
Well, it's tangent.
we want a tangent line,
Oh,
right?
unless it's one of those weird things that Will was talking about earlier where 2 of them are 0, 0.
Oh, the degenerate
Yeah,
multiplicity?
I guess that would be fair. So it could maybe be A.
Okay, so what points on the graph of the function
I think it's B because there's no numbers.
have the property that the
Yes.
tangent line at a point has the slope 1/2?
Line tangent. So it's just got a T.
So how do you find the tangent line?
It's just a point. I don't know how you find it. Because it only intersects one point then if it's tangent, right?
No, that's for a circle. For a general
So it only
curve,
can touch
it touches at that point
on one
with
side.
the same slope as the instantaneous slope at that point.
Oh, okay. So then it's gotta have a slope of -1/2, right?
No, it's got to have a
No.
slope of 1/2.
Oh. Tangent 2.
So how do we get a function for the slope at any point?
How do you get a function for what?
The slope of the function at any point.
Oh, plug in your y equals 1/2x plus 2.
How do we find the slope at any given point?
Point slope form.
We find the slope at any given point. We have the slope, it's 1/2, right?
Yeah.
Well, right, but we need it as a function, and then we need to solve the equation where we set the
Is it
function.
not point slope form?
Not yet. No.
It's just your change of x over your
How do you find the rate of change of a function?
your change of y over change of x. I said that the right way.
Yeah. How do we find that?
You have to look at your graphy.
Or you put it in my graphing calculator and then look
You
at
take the derivative.
Do you?
The derivative is the rate of change at any given point.
News to me.
Why did I not know that?
Okay, so you take the derivative of 1/2.
No.
Oh,
No?
x
Oh, of the
over
x.
x plus 2.
Okay, so then you have 1.
So use the quotient
Over-
rule.
You have 1/3.
No.
Wait, that's not right. You have 1/1. It's 1.
I don't think that's right.
Ho-de hi minus hi-de ho or ho ho.
Oh, wait. I forgot about like the quotient rule and garbage. Ho-de
Forget
ho.
about that.
Hang on. Hi-de ho over ho-de hives. What is it again?
Ho-de hi minus
Ho-de
hi-de ho.
hive minus. Okay, so your ho is. Wait, it's gonna be like x1 x times 1 or plus 1 or one of them. X times
Don't
1
worry, I got it.
plus x plus 1.
No calculators.
Okay, but both of them, yeah, put that down. Both, the top and the bottom, the derivative is 1.
Correct, yeah.
So just write that out. It's gonna be like 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1.
So
plus
ho-de
one.
hi.
X plus 2?
Yeah, but it's
Ho-de hi
ho-de hi. 1.
minus hi-de ho all over ho ho, which
X
would be
plus 2 squared. Nice. That's right. That's what I like to see.
all right, and that has to be equal to 1/2.
Yeah, because that's your slope.
All right.
Oh, we got it.
So yeah, I'm gonna multiply by 2 everywhere to make this a.
Oh, we got it, Mr. Sotelo.
You can't use a calculator on this.
He cheated.
No, I did it by hand.
Yeah, I bet by thumb.
Yeah, my thumb's pretty.
So this is a 1, right?
It's a good thumb.
And then I'm gonna move this bottom part over here by multiplying by it on both sides.
Yup.
So 2x plus 4 minus 2x equals x squared plus 4x plus 4. 4's on both sides cancel. This is 0. Right?
Yeah, and then when you move it over,
Factor
when you
out
do all your
the,
little stupid stuff, you'll get.
So it could be when
Exactly.
x is equal to 0 or when x is equal to -4. Right?
Yeah, but is that options?
So yeah, so plug 0 into this function. What do you
You
get?
have to plug it back in. It's 0/2, which
It's
is
0.
0.
So that's one of our points.
Is the other one gonna be 0/2?
-1.
-4
-2.
over -2, right?
Yeah.
Sorry.
See.
Yeah, see.
There you go.
I was right. You have to cancel A and B. And E, because there are no such points. That's cheap.
Sometimes you never know.
Oh.
F of 0 equals 1. That's impossible. Can't do it. Oh wait, it's 6.
It has to be.
It has to
to
be
be
six.
D or C.
There's gotta be a 6.
Why?
Because
Because it's
Griffin
6.
said so.
Because Griffin says.
Griffin's never wrong. G prime 1. Okay, hang on.
Okay, so g is the inverse of this function, right?
Yeah. I don't know what that means. Does that mean you integrate?
No. You have to find the inverse function.
How do you do that? Integrate?
Don't you remember how to do that?
Do you integrate?
No.
Yeah, how do you
This,
find
this is
inverse
not
function?
calculus.
Isn't that when you
It's not calculus.
you have to switch
This is algebra 2.
the X and the Y?
Yes, yes,
Yeah, I
yeah.
remember that.
Oh.
So we'll do that.
Do it right now. I gotta watch this.
I'm not particularly
So what was the
fond
function?
of this method.
We all
Not
have
like
I like
James
this
Charles
method.
sleep paralysis schema this font.
Was this it? It's plus. Let me put on my little glove.
Oh, we need that.
Yeah, gloves are coming out.
All right. So here's the function, right?
So to
Here's the
you'd have
inverse
x
function.
equals 2y plus 1 to the third.
And now isolate y.
We're out of paper towel.
Isolate.
Uh-oh. I'll get more.
Uh-oh, that's trouble.
Whoa, did you just do that? Your
Cute.
brain is
Five.
weird, Mr. Sotelo.
Cube root both
And
sides.
5.
Okay, so over 2 and then minus 1.
Other order, but yeah. So that's the inverse function.
Right, so what do we do now? What's the next part?
They want to know what the derivative of the inverse function is at.
Oh, easy. So just take your little derivative.
Yep.
Go make it x minus
Why do you
1
do that?
over 3 because that's easier to work with.
Jump.
Wait, not minus.
I'm going to make it 1/2 x to the 1/3
Are you gonna
minus 1/2.
1/2 x to the 1/3 minus 1/2? Yeah.
Then the derivative will be bring down to 1/3 and then subtract 1 from that. So that's the same as cube root of x squared in the bottom.
Wait, what did you do with that other half?
It felt so
Uh, Well, I subtracted 1 from 1/3 and I got negative 2/3.
I mean, like the half at the end.
The derivative of a constant is 0.
Oh, right. Forgot we were deriving.
So now, what do they want this at the point when you input 1. So let's just plug 1 into that. That should be 1/6.
We called it.
Did we or did we not call that?
I said it had to be E or D.
Yep, it had to have 6
50% chance.
because Griffin's never wrong. 6 is the perfect number. Mathematicians love it.
It is a nice number.
It's like the perfect
You guys can do
number.
this easily.
The line y equals 5 is a horizontal asymptote to the graph of which of the following functions? Oh, so that means it's at the top, right?
E.
You got it.
Wait, what did you
Yeah.
just do?
20 over 4.
20 over 4. What about
Easy,
your,
right?
What about your stupid x and your 1?
It doesn't matter.
Okay, hang on. That just means that the top has to equal 5, right?
They have the same degree polynomial on top as on bottom, which means their leading term, which is the only term that really matters when you go out to big values of x.
Right, I remember.
That's probably the only thing I remember from pre-calc.
There's a-
Vertical and horizontal asymptote.
Will's like, oh my gosh, they have the same, so that means
Yeah.
divide. It's 5.
Easy, right?
Yeah.
You know,
This one, I didn't
Sounds
get the
like
right
Jeopardy
answer.
time. We've been working for 10 more minutes than last Jeopardy time.
How about this one?
this one, then we're done.
Okay, putting all of my money on C, because that's what the usual.
Read the
formulas
question. Read the question.
look- Wait, but that's what the formulas look like.
Read the question.
It has to have square, right? So it's got to be C or E. Okay, I guess I'll read the question.
No, this is bad.
If PT is the size of population
It's not-
T,
it's
which
not,
of the following
exponential.
differential equations describes linear growth in this? Oh, if it's linear, then it doesn't have an
Yeah,
exponent,
I
right?
can say so. It's not
So cancel
exponential.
C and E,
Yeah,
and then it's got to be D.
it can't be
Or
A.
no, it's got to be B or D.
Can't be A.
Increase the size of. It's got to be B, right?
Linear growth.
Yeah, B.
What does the thing on the left mean?
The thing on the left is
no
gonna
clue.
be your P.
Population.
Your derivative of the population.
Okay.
It has to be B because
Your
that
infinitesimal,
equals.
your infinitesimal change in population.
What happens when you take the derivative of a linear equation?
What do you mean? I mean, you.
You
It becomes A. Oh my goodness.
It's A, right?
Oh
You get
my
rid of your
goodness.
T?
Oh yeah, right.
It has
Is
a
that
it
allowed?
has a constant slope.
Then the population's not growing.
Yes, it's growing at 200 per unit of time. A constant rate of change.
But your T would be your time, would it not? So then,
Yeah.
So then if you were going like by
But the
years-
left says, what's your rate of
Yeah,
change? If your rate of change changes, it's not linear.
Whatever you say, Mr. Santana.
Does that make sense?
Jeopardy!
Hold on, no, you have to understand it.
Marvel, what do you want to do?
I get it.
Y is equal to mx plus b. Y prime would be m, right?
You know how
Yes.
I got these?
So the derivative dy dt or dx or whatever has to be
It's
just a
dt
number,
over dx.
just a constant number, right?
You don't look at the controller and
Okay.
see this.
Still playing.
Still playing?
Does that make sense?
Yeah. No, what are you throwing in another problem? Jeopardy time and
Don't
no.
be trying to be sneaky.
I'm gonna put.
You sly dog. You had me monologuing.
All right.
Or we do this. Marvel, what do you want to do?
Make a TikTok?
Oh,
Society makes me look like a
Jeopardy!
You know,
Are we out of paper towels?
society makes me
Yes.
look like
Did you guys really use all the paper towels?
Do you know how I got these towels?
What am I supposed to do? Clean it with a roll?
What are you
Do you know
doing?
how I got these Anyone want to learn about biology?
yes, wait, let's see.
Wait, hold on, roll this. It takes so long to roll.
Wait, now let's see. What do you learn about
I don't know. This is
Wait, let me see.
No.
Nate, stay in the room.
My things are here. I'm gonna use a tissue. I'm gonna use a tissue.
You can't go diagonal.
Oh, you did
Yeah.
bracket.
Yeah, but it's best to try and make squares.
Yeah.
It's
who?
really tough.
Okay.
Guys,
If you-
playing Jeopardy.
But we're watching this.
Oh, there you go, square.
You good, Bo?
Square.
All right.
I'm playing. Read out loud. Jeopardy! I'm coming. Okay.
Team
Okay, here, Philip.
Team Map 1000.
Please
This
welcome
is
Miss
from an
Reed.
Playing the movies!
Yeah,
Thi-
what is the movie?
This is from an actual Jeopardy Team Championship match. So,
Team Championship, Philip.
so this
What
is
is the movie?
this was actually on
200.
television.
Coming of age!
That one next. 2015. I got a blank. Grow 3 years worth of food on a planet where nothing grows. That's the Martian. The Martian. Yeah.
Are we keeping score?
If we are, then Bella and I have a point.
Are we doing teams?
Bella and I are on the
Girls
team.
against boys now.
Yeah, we'll win anyway.
Coming of age!
Can we
Wait,
win
how do
age?
you do the? You need to get the same.
We're gonna do
Yeah, you
it.
have
We're
to
gonna
see
do
one
a
of
pass
the
off one.
We're gonna what?
Oh my!
You don't keep going.
You could
Oh.
have another one.
Oh, so
Unless-
we're on a
do you
team,
wanna
we
do
don't
it that
get to
way?
choose the
Isn't
next
the
one.
higher
Oh,
money the more?
Boo.
Isn't the higher money the more points you get?
Yeah.
Okay,
Why
So-
are they against other people we don't know?
So do we
Yeah.
want to?
if we were a
Do we
team-
want to have? Let's vote. Do we want to be on a roll?
There's
Like we're-
not enough time.
Yeah.
Oh wait!
Okay.
No,
We can
I'm gonna
just-
square it.
All right,
We
boys.
can
Then.
just all play together. We'll do teams next time.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's do coming of age.
Coming of age.
Won't that make
The Martian is
sense?
so good.
Coming of age. 200.
Wait, how many?
Yes.
Oh, I suck.
The age came in with Britain's new queen in 1837. This isn't what we thought it'd be.
No.
Bella.
They like coming of age movies.
The Renaissance.
Is that what you want? The
Not
Renaissance
really.
Sure.
in
The
1837.
Romantics. The Baroque.
Victorian era.
Oh,
I don't know.
Marvel got it. You said it right
He
before you
got
buzzed
it.
in.
a word of advice.
Yeah. 200.
What's that?
You know
So
how
I
I
can
got
bring the
this one?
That shit straight bus.
A friendly hint or 20% for good tip.
Food.
Tip.
Oh, no,
What
how
is
I
tip?
got-
What's ops on stamps?
Yeah, that's weird. Let's try that. Ops on stamps.
Oops. Like.
And that. And then we'll do
Oops or ah.
a 2007
Oops.
stamp from Papua New Guinea misspelled this word, the inability to read. Illiterate. That's funny. Illiteracy, close enough, right?
All right.
Please welcome Myth Greece. I don't know what that means. Please welcome Myth Greece. Enjoying mountain living 12 major Greek gods. Olympus.
Sure, that's Olympus.
See, now we have to do
Yeah, now we have to do team math. It's the only one left. For 200. Book 13 of his elements deals regular solids. Oh, who did the elements?
Oh, you
Wait,
guys are
what?
killing me. You guys
Darwin.
are killing me. What?
I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
Isaac Newton.
No.
Take it or leave it.
No.
Who knows this?
Obama.
Obama.
Obama did it. Okay. I gotta redo it. 'cause you-
Rogers and Hammerstein.
Who wrote the elements?
I don't know, I don't remember. It's something.
Hey Siri,
Who wrote the element?
Does it start with a C?
You only on level 32. I gotta.
Euclid.
Who is that?
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I've never
It's,
okay,
it was the
let's-
most influential book of all history.
Do movies again.
Euclid.
The Bible.
The Euclid.
It's up there with the Bible.
Movies again.
Quoting the movies.
A 2003 cartoon.
Nemo!
Oh,
You
Fine.
know?
Fine. Okay.
Word of advice again.
Hey. What is advice? Advice
Oh
on where
my
to
gosh,
go.
no,
You
we're
might get it from the
cruising.
same type of high school counselor.
Guidance.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. Do the myth Greece. Myth Greece. Hercules got and on an expedition with the Argonauts led by this man.
Purple. Purple.
Paris.
Oh, can I do like a giant?
You guys,
Wait, like.
Paris.
Obama.
Who led the Argonauts? I was just
Oh
reading about
my
this.
gosh.
Red.
guys, are you paying
Constantine.
attention?
Yellow.
Constantine.
I am.
Oh my gosh.
It's either Constantine or Paris. Not
Blank and the Argonauts?
What?
Blank and the
Oh,
Argonauts?
No, there was a classical question in one of the practice packets that I was reading, but I didn't read it because I was bored of the Argonauts.
Jason.
Jason.
Oh, I was gonna say this is something else.
Okay, ops on stamps. A stamp had this big landmark, not the original in NYC Harbor, but the lady in front of Banks' New York casino. It's the Statue of Liberty. 07. Coming of age, I guess. Wait, you're not gonna know that. Just do it. Romantic. The golden age of this buccaneering activity. Sailing.
Vikings.
Whale hunting. Piracy.
Same thing.
Sailing and piracy are the same thing. If you
Team
sail,
Man.
you're a pirate. Team Man. A problem at the 2017 Intel Math Olympiad for teens involved one of these lines touching a certain tangent. That's a tangent. Quoting a movie 600. 2009. You're not in Kansas anymore. You're on Pandora.
I'm gonna do. Wait, shot.
You're on Pandora. You're on Pandora. You're on Pandora.
I like that.
Definitely some
Oh,
sort of
you're
pop
welcome.
culture. How many stars you get?
Pandora's box.
Because I missed
Oh,
Alright,
Wizard of
three.
Oz in
I got
Pandora.
Okay, good.
Does anybody know this?
No.
Wait, what is it?
Oz in Pandora.
Quoting the movies.
What are these? 2009.
Oh, it's a space.
Wizard of Oz.
Is it? It's not. No, Interstellar's voice.
Oh, the one with Sam Rockwell.
What is it? What is it? What is it?
Interstellar.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
I knew it was like a.
Duh, that makes sense. Okay, go for odds on stamps. On the stamp, I'm gonna knock out. Oops. Ed by putting
Continue.
5 fingers in a thumb. 2
Level
on the US
33.
president. Teddy Roosevelt. Teddy.
New
Thomas
Deal.
Jefferson.
New
He did
Deal.
The New Deal. Who did the New Deal?
Franklin.
Nice. I said Teddy. That's pretty close. Knew it was a Rosie. Go for. Please welcome Myth Greece. In addition to being god of the sea, he's also god of earthquakes. Poseidon.
Good.
Yup.
What?
Go for word
This
of
is like a
advice.
practice test for you for the meet, man.
Leave this 10-letter advice in the box. Maybe we'll take it. 10-letter advice in the box.
What kind of box? What kind of box?
Leave the money in the box.
Pandora's box.
No.
Leave the money in the box. Leave this 10-letter advice in the box. Oh,
What is this? No!
I don't
What is
know.
this category?
it's a
Movies.
A word of advice.
Oh.
What kind of box?
Pandora's box.
Mailbox.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Suggestion
Oh.
box. That makes sense.
What?
Coming of age. What cultivation of this crop makes it started? Rice.
Yes!
How do I not know that?
Oh
What?
well, that's
Wait, what was it?
embarrassing.
Wow.
It was
Rice.
it was white cultivation of this crop.
Tina.
It's 13 plus 14 times 15. 27 times 15. Do the math. 27 times 15, guys.
I can't do that, man.
We ain't like that.
Marvel, 27 times 15. Do it now.
27 times 15.
235.
275.
30.
Whoa!
Oh!
What did you do?
Oh!
It's okay, Will.
Okay.
Well, we put
Quantity
all our
movies
faith
and
in
Movies.
Oh, I did 17 times 15 instead of.
2013 Queen Sandra Bullock. Nobody special? Somebody down there looking up, thinking about you? What did Sandra Bullock do?
Oh, Interstellar.
Oh, yeah,
my
that's
God.
Gravity? How many movies has she been in?
Stop busting.
Space movies. Was she in it herself? Maybe it was only Gravity.
Oh,
George Clooney in Gravity.
Who did
Okay,
this?
Space Movies says he been in.
Word of advice.
That's just a tell I'm gonna use the restroom.
Okay.
Beginning and ending with M, it's a wise saying or rule of conduct.
Manner.
Oh,
No.
wait,
Yeah.
wise saying?
No.
Rule of conduct.
Oh, yeah, now we're busting.
Wise saying.
Here it is.
Latin? What's that?
That's what it is.
Oh, I don't know what that is. Let's do welcome myth Greece. Thought to be the center of the earth, this town at Mount Piranhas' foot was known for its oracle. You see that coming?
Gosh dang it.
That just reminded me of when Pietro died in Age of
Pietro.
Ultron.
Hey,
Now this,
Pietro.
where's the oracle?
Oh, the Oracle of Delphi?
God, Nate, how'd you do it?
Something like that.
Nate just big brained it. Yeah, he said oracle? Like Delphi?
How about this? How about
Delphi?
how about this
You guys
one?
don't know who the Oracle of
What
Delphi
did you just do?
I want you guys to get this.
1960 cheese stamp, Chinese stamp, the whole country was red, did not read out this island and the authorities soon recalled it. Russia.
Don't look at me.
I don't even know like what it's asking.
Sing.
No?
No.
Gosh dang it.
Taiwan.
Wait, go back. I want to see the question again.
It was
Will, you had one job. Will, you had one job.
in the stamp
Let's
said
do the
that
Greek
all
one
of
again.
China
So
is
probably-
red. And they made it all red except for Taiwan.
Do the movie one and the Greek one.
I have no clue.
Do the movie one.
Movie?
Movie first and then Greek.
It's movie time.
2017, I had no father, my mother spoke to me. Oh, it's Wonder Woman.
Wait, what is it?
Wonder Woman.
Don't-
Peace out. Okay, the myth one. Nate wants the myth one. Homer
Red,
Douglas,
red.
war god, the bloodstained vein of mortals. Aries.
Red.
Duh. The war god.
War God, he goes hard.
I know my guy. Okay, go for ops on stamps
If I
800.
move.
Oh, a 1913 Philippine stamp honored. Wow, falls. It shows Bruno Falls in this California park.
I need.
Uh,
Oh, wait, yeah.
what's a California national park? I'm up to date on my
Actually,
parks.
That was kind of.
Bill, what's a California national park? I'm not up to date on my parks.
Well, you know, you got.
Oh, you only got one star.
You got a little bit of this, a little bit
We're
of that.
redoing this one. That was only one star.
Yosemite.
Yosemite. Yosemite.
You already know that.
Yeah. You didn't know Taiwan.
Yo, sorry.
In history, sages per Karl Marx feel
Ooh, communism.
communism, aka the free market.
What?
He said communism. Consumerism.
Capitalism.
We knew it was a C.
Karl Marx is all about communism.
A word of advice.
He said there's
After Karl
stages.
Marx.
Which one?
It's a feudalism degree.
Okay, come to be
No.
graduated.
I'm going to give you my this, also an access to my
Okay.
computer. Right.
A password?
What's an
A
X?
bin?
The info that goes through it?
Data? Files.
Input.
Let's go.
Team Math 800. In 1952, an early computer was used to discover the 13th commercial sin of one of these numbers. Carbon. Prime. Ooh. Jones. Gold. Team Math 1000. In 1640, 16-year-old Blaise Pascal came to math fame with an essay on these sections. Rhythm sections. Algorithmic sections.
Pascal's theorem.
It's about the graph.
I don't even know what it means.
Really?
Okay, coming to me. I actually do.
We'll talk about it next time.
The warship, the Iron Age began at the same time as the age of this type of power.
What type of power?
Coal, fuel, fossil fuel, fossil,
The industrial is
steam.
Same thing.
Coal and steam are the same.
Or they use the same.
That was fun. Conic sections.
I like you guys like, who's the Oracle? Like the Oracle?
These are the conic sections.
Yeah.
You guys like what?
I know.
You guys like what are these tiny? And I'm like,
Wilford so hard.
yeah, well, I really thought you had that. No.
That's fine.
You looked at me, I was like,
Well, you did great.
oh, should I know this?
You should.
You're like,
Like Broadway?
oh.
You did absolutely fine.